When you get into your car each morning and turn the key, it's easy to forget just how many different features go to work in the background, all designed to make your journey as safe and easy as possible. What very few people realise is just how many of these features that are standard on all road cars owe their existence to the world of endurance motorsport, and more specifically, the greatest race of them all, the Le Mans 24 Hours. For almost a century, Le Mans has been the ultimate grueling test of automotive technology, and in their pursuit of faster and safer laps, teams over the years have come up with new innovations which then trickle down into everyday road cars. Here are 5 features on your car that you probably didn't realise came from Le Mans. Front-wheel drive. Let's go right back to the 1920s, when the Le Mans 24 Hours was still in its infancy. The majority of cars in that first decade went with the traditional setup of front-engine, rear-wheel drive. But in 1927, driver and engineer Jean-Albert Grégoire designed a front-wheel drive car known as the Tractor, which finished 7th. The Tractor was also built for use on the road until 1934, at which point Citroën took the Tractor's front-wheel drive layout and applied it to the hugely popular Traction Avant, which literally means front-wheel drive. The Avant is now regarded as one of the pioneers of front-wheel drive mass-produced road cars, a layout which has since become the norm for small cars. And it all started with the Tractor. While front-wheel drive has become wildly popular with road cars, however, it hasn't had much luck at Le Mans. The last time a front-wheel drive competed was in 2015 with Nissan's ambitious front-engined, front-wheel drive GTR LM project. It did not go well. Disc brakes. During the 1950s, advances in engine technology meant that Le Mans racers were becoming dramatically faster. Of course, higher speeds means more danger, and it soon became apparent that better brakes were needed. This time, Jaguar were the innovators when, in 1953, they entered a C-Type fitted with disc brakes. Disc brakes can actually be traced all the way back to the late 19th century, but Jaguar's victory in the 50s gave the technology its reputation and momentum, with the Jag stopping in around half the distance of other cars at the end of the infamous Mulsanne Straight. After finishing 1-2 at Le Mans that year, Jaguar won Le Mans 3 more times that decade thanks to their revolutionary stopping power. Citroën subsequently adopted the idea for their groundbreaking DS road car, and disc brakes would go on to become a standard feature on production cars, still used to this very day. Seatbelts. Seatbelts were not viewed as a priority at Le Mans for a frighteningly long time, mainly because of the unique start procedure where drivers would sprint over to their cars, jump in, and look to get going as quickly as possible. While this was spectacular for fans, it was extremely dangerous for drivers, who, being racing drivers, often wouldn't put on their helmets or do up their seatbelts to save time, causing many fatal accidents. Things came to a head in 1969, when, at the start of the race, Jackie Ickx protested the Le Mans start by strolling over to his Ford GT and taking his time to properly do up his seatbelt before pulling away. Another driver named John Wolfe had made an excellent start in his Porsche 917 but failed to buckle his seatbelt in the process, and he was killed in a crash on the very first lap, while Ickx's car, which started the race in last place, went on to win. The following year was the first Le Mans where drivers were required to start the race in their cars with their seatbelts done up. And once seatbelts became compulsory, teams started taking them a bit more seriously. They started paying attention to making harnesses and belts stronger, more effective, and this technology has since trickled down into road cars. Headlights. To finish first you must finish, and to finish Le Mans, you must survive the night and the early morning mist. In 1926, French racing team Laurent Dietrich installed a third lamp to the centre of the front of their cars, earning them the names Cyclops. Their cars took an incredible landslide 1-2-3 victory at Le Mans that year, while simultaneously pioneering the fog lamp. But Le Mans has advanced headlight technology more than once. Ferrari's race-winning car in 1962 was fitted with halogen headlamps using iodine vapor, which doubled the beam's range at night. Before long, these too became standard issue on road cars. More recently, Audi has yet again revolutionized the headlight twice more with the invention of LED and laser headlights, both of which are now finding their way into road cars. Hybrid technology. While hybrid technology has been used in road cars for some time now, only in the last few years have we seen it applied to high-performance road cars to make them faster. In racing, Using electricity to make a petrol car quicker can be traced back to 1998 and a car called Sparky. Sparky, a development of the Panos Esperante, was the first hybrid-powered car at Le Mans, featuring a revolutionary regenerative braking system. In fact, it was so ahead of its time that it didn't actually work very well, and the car failed to qualify for the race that year. But Sparky did offer a glimpse into the future. In 2012, hybrid technology became compulsory on manufacturer LMP1 cars, and Audi were the first team to take victory in the hybrid era. That's around the same time that the holy trinity of hypercars first appeared, so perhaps this is one example where motorsport and road cars figured it out together. What's your favourite piece of tech to come from endurance racing? Let us know in the comments below.